Hey guys, let's talk about my most frequently asked question. How do I become a model in 2024? I got you, babe, but I'm going to send it over here to Past Desiree. Hello, my lovelies. As you can tell, this is going to be a very trust the process moment. But then again, so is modeling. So I tried to do the sock curls last night. It was not working out, so I did my old trusty dusty, let's call them swirls. They're kind of like bad bantu knots. I'll be doing a little bit of hair and makeup for my solo picnic today. While I do that, I wanted to talk to you guys a bit about how to become a model in 2024. Excuse this primer introduction. So like I said at the beginning of this video, modeling is very trust the process. I mean, I myself have been doing it for 7 years, almost actually going on 8 years, 6 years with my agency, and it's been up, it's been down, it's been all around. So I'm going to talk a little bit more about my journey in another video, maybe following this video. But for now, I'm just going to break down how, in my opinion, you can be a successful model. Number 1 is find your why. Why do you want to become a model? What kind of model do you want to be? What kind of message do you want to represent? And based on your measurements, there's different types of modeling. So there's petite modeling, there's runway, there's commercial modeling, there is parts modeling, which is hands and feet, there's editorial modeling, and obviously there's plus size modeling, and curve modeling, which I kind of group them together, but hey. So first we're going to find our why. My why was I really wanted to, even though when I started modeling I was a little smaller, but at that time I was still bigger. I was still curve plus size model, and I was still brave for going after this industry. Even from then, because I had a lot of body dysmorphia, my goal was to represent real women at any size, because yeah, our sizes are going to fluctuate. We are human women, even models. Like, I don't think that it should be normalized that they just keep the same measurements like throughout years. It's just not healthy to me. My why was representation. I have ADHD. I'm a very creative person, so modeling seemed like a very unconventional job that would be something new every time. With ADHD, I can get bored very easily, but with modeling and acting, it's something that's always been very entertaining to me. And while you're finding your why, you need to find your look. You need to hone in on whatever you want to portray. Say, if you're planning on dyeing your hair red, dye it red before we go to step 2, okay? Because step 2 is digitals. So as far as your measurements, we're gonna have to get one of these, and if you're triggered by these kind of measurement tapes, measurements in general, I hear you and I feel for you, but it's gonna be a big part of the modeling world. Unfortunately, you can't submit to an agency without them knowing your measurements. Trust the process, guys. So if you do have a complicated relationship with your body, I can't necessarily recommend modeling. I mean, for me, it's helped heal a lot of my body dysmorphia too, because the only way to really get confident is to just put yourself out there, which is what I did. Trying on different clothes, different styles, helped me see my body in a new way. I can be desirable and confident and look good. So, my experience, I've had some food issues in the past, and I've struggled with body dysmorphia throughout my life, but I feel like modeling has kind of healed that in a way to take me to a point where I don't care what my body looks like. It's just my physical vessel, you know? And at the end of the day, we're showing how the clothes look on real people. Anyway, you see the ADHD kicking in. I'm going off topic, but yes. So we're gonna need those measurements, and we are going to need digitals. Digitals could be taken on a white background, ideally wearing all black, but you can wear like maybe a white shirt, jeans, like just very casual. I've always just gone with all black and maybe a jean, but I've seen some people go more casual. It depends kind of where you're applying to. Recently I saw somebody do a video for applying for digitals in Europe, and they were wearing a completely different outfit than what I'm used to, so, you know? And that brings me to our next step, finding an agency. So we're gonna have to do our research on what kind of agency that we're gonna wanna use, okay? Look at their models, look at how their digitals look to kind of get a sense of what they're expecting. To go back to step number 2, you can't really apply to agencies without digitals. So you're gonna need those and your measurements to apply to an agency. Now to find a good agency, you have to do your research. Not me getting distracted from my makeup. You're gonna have to do your research. I mean, you may hear some things word of mouth, but it's good to just do your own background check. Some agencies will have height requirements to apply, but don't take it from me, but ignore those. Ignore those. Ignore those. Because I personally am signed with an agency that had, past tense, a height requirement. Don't know if they have that anymore because that ain't got nothing to do with me. And in my modeling journey video, I'll talk a little bit more about how I got discovered. This is step 4 of branding yourself as a model on social media. You have your why, you have your measurements and digitals, and you've applied to some agencies, but you're not hearing anything back. Get used to it. Get used to it. I'm going to tell you, not in a pessimistic way, but I have myself been rejected from multiple agencies, even the agency I'm with now. Pretty sure I applied for them once or twice and they never got back to me until they saw me and they're like, oh, okay. So you may not hear things back from agencies, but that's okay, because this is a great time to see how much you really like this thing called modeling. You can start telling people that you're a freelance model, because why not? Delulu until it's true Lulu. When I say social media branding, I mean like changing up your bio, putting model in your bio. Where are your modeling pictures? We're gonna need to start collabing with photographers, which is how I got my portfolio going. These are some pictures from my portfolio. Boom, boom, boom. Your portfolio is very important because basically, besides digitals, it's how your future agency or future clients will see how you do what you do. And what do you bring to the shoot? That's different. So you might be freelance for a while, and that's okay. But I took that time to make it look like I'm working. And I was, but you know, I probably looked like I was working more than I was actually working. When I realized I couldn't get into a modeling agency, I was like, well, I thought at the time, I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna do my own thing, and they're gonna see me doing my thing, and they're gonna have to sign me. Step number 5, the most important step, is to keep persisting. If you want it, you will get it, okay? Even though it may not be exactly how you imagined, like, not a lot of people want to put the work in to be freelance for however long it's going to take to get signed to an agency, but it's kind of like, if you like the job, you're going to do it regardless. If it's your dream, you're going to make a way to make it work. And if during that process you realize you don't love it enough, then that's fine. It's not an easy job, but in a lot of ways, it is an easy job. So I feel like you'll know in your heart if you're doing all that you can to make your dream come true and it's not coming true. What I like to think is, would you feel like you're missing out not doing that thing in your life? Will you regret it if you don't try? Mosquito bite. That was my thing. I felt that I had to go for my dreams before I went for like my plan B. I'm like, okay, well, my plan B is really going to be my plan B, because like, I want to go for my dreams and I can always go back to school. And when you're being told that the industry values like younger people, you're like, of course I want to get in there and just start working and trying. And I'm so glad that I did that. I'm 27 and my career is kind of at its peak, and it probably wouldn't be at its peak if I didn't start at 19 years old. So also, that's my age. soft launching my age. Yeah, I definitely don't look 27 right now, but it's okay. It's cute. It's cool. And unfortunately, I'm here to tell you that rejection is a big part of the business. It is, and no matter how many great opportunities you'll get, freelance or agency represented, there will be some disappointments, some things that you thought, ah, it's perfect for that part or for that brand, or that was my dream brand. Another thing with modeling is that a no isn't always a no forever. I mean, unless you want it to be. You could always say no and be petty, like, you didn't want me back then, why do you want me now? But the thing to understand with modeling and acting is they may like you, but you may not be perfect for that part. So I feel like it's good to not take rejection personally and keep an open mind. If it's your dream brand, think, okay, so maybe I'll work for them one day, but just not for this project. You know, I feel like that mindset has really helped me to process and understand and just like move through life without taking it so personal. I feel like whether you get the job or not, every audition and every casting is preparing you for something. So just take it like I am gaining something from this, but I don't know what yet. Okay, I'm trying this for the first time. Whoa. It's supposed to blur my face, so let's see if it does. Another tip I'm going to be giving you is to continue reapplying to your agencies. If they're your dream agencies, I would recommend to reapply. Leave your ego at the door and keep reapplying, because honestly, sometimes they get so many submissions that maybe you don't stand out in that particular cycle, or maybe they didn't see it, or whatever the case. I don't know what goes on behind those scenes, but I know that for myself and for other models, they've reapplied to agencies and have had success. And so I would definitely recommend to do that, because while being freelance is great, I mean, you get to keep the commission, you get to have more creative freedom of what you're going to be doing, but the pay, at least from when I was doing it, I was freelance like 5-6 years ago, the pay difference is quite major. It's quite the pay difference. Like, when I was freelance, I was not getting paid anywhere near to what I am getting paid with an agency. But I also have a lot less of control of what, you know, what work I do. And yeah, we'll talk more about agencies in another video. I have a great mother agency, but you know, an agency's an agency, right? They basically own your likeness, and so that gets a little complicated. But the last tip that I'm going to give you is to continue creating, to update your portfolio. So like I said previously, this is really stuck. Your new agents or clients can see easily what you do, and then they can just go ahead and hire you. Okay, guys. It's definitely not as nice as the sock curls, but it's not the sock curls, but it's kind of cute. Also, this is like my first informational video. I feel like editing it is gonna be hell because my ADHD, I really be going off on a tangent, but it's okay. God made me this way. Oh, last one. There's one more back here. See, I wouldn't have been able to talk while I was doing that like I originally planned, but makeup I'm a little bit more skilled. Now I'm just gonna finish up my eyebrows and mascara. Just doing like a simple model brow. That Nano Set spray looks really good on my skin, to be honest. I'm not wearing any foundation, just the glow screen from L'Oreal, but I'm allowed to help you take them all. If I'm alive, I'll help you take them all. I'm going on a little picnic by myself. I mean, that was the plan, but it's not that sunny anymore, so maybe I'm just getting ready to look good in my house. I don't know. We'll see. If I'm alright, I'll help you take them all. Because the spray is so good, I forgot that I had to powder. Fine. My hair is not usually straight, guys. I got this straightened for a job the other day, which is kind of funny because they ended up just putting my hair in a ponytail anyway. So I'm like, okay guys, cool. Oh, I need to send the receipt for my hair actually. So my hair has just been unruly because of the heat. I would never choose to have my hair I would never choose to have my hair done in this kind of heat, but for work, absolutely. I will get it done whenever you need, as long as you're paying for it. Right, that is our final look, and that is all I have for today. So thank you guys so much for coming, and I really hope that these tips help somebody on their modeling journey. I'm going to be doing lots of other videos like this, and yeah, let me know if you like them. I'm going to be following up soon with my modeling journey, plus a little Q&A, so stay tuned for that. Like, comment, and subscribe for more videos like this. I've been your host, Desiree Skylar. Bye!